Sure.
I think that's the first step. But then how much does the staff really need to know? And this is a question I pondered. Um, I would tell you that my wife, who works in the office, and my key people who've been here for a long time, I feel as though they could probably explain it as well as most doctors. Okay.
Okay.
But do patients need that?
Hmm.
I'm not sure the answer is yes. I think that your staff needs to know it well enough to handle the basic questions. What is myopia control? What are the three mechanisms of myopia control? Not three mechanisms, two mechanisms really, but three methodologies. I
Mhm.
think your staff needs to be able to say peripheral defocus, ortho-K, those are mechanical options. Atropine's a pharmacological option. I think they need to know some of the basics of it to explain it to a patient, but I think you really want to have your staff be knowledgeable, but then also be able to handle questions in a way that refers them to a consultation or to time with the doctor, okay? So I think part of that question is there needs to be some basic knowledge, but they don't need to be PhD level on this stuff. They just need to be able to grasp it, explain it in simple terms, and then say, while I have you on the phone, let's set you up with a free myopia control consultation, and Dr. Martin can fill in the blanks.
Yeah, that is such a great point because, the doctor is that first point of contact about that information in some cases, but making sure that when the patient calls or reaches out or whatever case may be, that you have a knowledgeable person that can field those questions. And I'm reminded of the podcast when I had Dwight Barnes on with me, and he mentioned that he has a person who is specifically dedicated to myopia control. And he said, if you can stump her, like she'll ask me, but good luck if you stump her, that's a big deal. And so like, do you have a myopia control coordinator, or is it just like like everybody in the office should be up to a certain level?
This is interesting. In the past, I have had a myopia control coordinator. In my office, we have a very diffuse management system. So my office is kind of an exception compared to most offices. So in a lot of major offices, you'll have an office manager, and then you have really everyone coming down from that. My staff is so good at what they do that my staff, I have lead people, so I have like a lead receptionist, a lead frame stylist or optician. My technicians most of the time act as my myopia control people, but I change my technicians every year, which is a whole discussion unto itself. At some point, we should do a podcast about my co-op technician program, because if you're not familiar with my co-op technician program, you are missing out.
Well,
Every
all right.
year, I get 2 fresh co-ops, and they are amazing. I make them do like presentations online. I make them do educational stuff. I make them do YouTube videos. My program is epic. So we should talk about that at some point. But anyways,
For
moving
sure.
past that, I think in my office, because we have such a different system in our office, that really I expect everyone to be reasonably knowledgeable on the subject. We don't have an office that's set up in such a way where I can always refer them to the same people.